Hi there. Thank you for taking the time to do this interview with us. We're television production class for Cerritos College. I'm Patrick, and you are?
I'm Dan.
Dan, nice to meet you, Dan.
Nice to meet you.
So you are the owner of Solid Coffee Shop here in Cerritos, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm going to just go through a few questions with you. So what was your inspiration for the shop?
The inspiration for the coffee shop was to really develop a place for a community and to really express our love for coffee, but more important, our tagline is we love coffee, but we love people more. And so we really wanted it to be a place that people can gather, that we can build friendships and build networks from here, and not just for the patrons, but for the employees as well and for the staff. Right. And so that's been the driving force behind Solid Coffee, is really the people.
Okay. Why the cafe though? Like what in particular? Was it your personal interest in coffee, or is it just something you felt was needed in the community?
Yeah, so we actually started 4 years ago as a wholesale and private label roaster. And so it started off mainly doing coffee roasting as a fundraising platform for others. And we still do that to this day. We still roast in-house, and we have a lot of private label and wholesale clients. And we've developed an online platform called Brew Our Coffee that allows other people to use our beans, our roasting process and a fulfillment process for free. We literally give away this platform for free for other people, organizations, businesses, individuals or churches or any type of company that wants to have a function to be able to raise money, whether it's fundraising or just as a business. So you have a free web store, and you are able to have your own brand, your own label. Nothing says Solid on there, and you can sell coffee online. And there's actually no minimum orders, there's no minimum fee, there's no royalty fees. It's literally free except for how many bags of coffee you sell, and we invoice you the month after. So it's a revolutionary fundraising platform that we've built.
All right, cool. That's great. So just like a little side question, what's this big machine that we have in here?
So that's a coffee roaster, and that's a 5 kilo roaster. And we specifically selected that roaster, that brand, was because it's a high efficiency roaster where a traditional roaster has less controls and it's more rudimentary in like on-off functions. That has a lot of computer driven components to it that saves recipes, that can control dozens of functions on the roaster, like heat, air, temperature, speed, and it can save those recipes. So part of the wholesale and private label business is we were able to roast different coffees on demand as part of our offering.
Oh, wow, that's pretty impressive. Okay. So you talked about how this community, you're hoping to integrate it to you're talking about the shop and how you're hoping to integrate it with the community. Is that something that you hope to accomplish from the get-go with the store, or are there what else do you hope to accomplish with the store?
Yeah, I think another part that's super important to us is education. And part of what we do on a daily basis is we're introducing specialty coffee to this community and to just the masses in general. And specialty coffee is part of this third wave coffee movement that a lot of coffee shops are moving into, more focus on what's in your cup, from the bean to your brew, and focusing on specialty coffee, spending a lot of time understanding where the beans come from, how they're harvested, the sustainability aspect of the coffee farmers and the entire supply chain. And so as a coffee shop, we're able to be the deliverer of that, and being able to deliver high-end specialty coffee, but also educate people in that process. And it's not just what they're drinking, but where it comes from and the benefits to that. And so part of the fun and the joy that we have is really being able to educate people and having conversations about coffee, and a lot more than your traditional coffee shops that are literally just getting your cup of joe out the door. So.
Okay, and then you were talking about educating people and then kind of giving them a grassroots kind of coffee. Was that something you want the customers to feel? What is it that you want the customers to feel when they come into your store or to your shop, and like what's the vibe that you want to give out?
Yeah, the main vibe that we wanted to give off was warm and welcoming. I think at the end of the day, two things you want to have: deliver great service and great product. And so I believe in being able to offer both of those, and we try and do that with excellence. And so having a great environment for people to be comfortable in, to be able to work, to study, to hang out, to meet with friends, as well as enjoy quality products. And so everything that we produce, we roast, we brew, we make in the kitchen is all aimed to be at the highest level of quality and excellence.
Okay, great. And then, so you talked about how it's very grassroots. You want your customers, you want to educate your customers, you want your customers to feel that this is a place that you come to. Is that something that makes you feel different from mainstream competitors, such as, you know, Starbucks or Coffee Bean or something? Is that what you feel makes you different from them?
Yeah, I mean, I appreciate Starbucks for blazing the trail in coffee and making coffee a platform for people and a commodity for people. I think you can only do so much as a very large company, and even Starbucks is trying to go back to, if you call it, the roots of having coffee conversations and education, but it's just tough as a multi-billion-dollar company. Right. So as a smaller specialty coffee shop, we're able to have smaller, more intimate conversations with people, and so we owe it to the Starbucks of the world for pioneering coffee and getting people out from their Folgers and, you know, coffee in the morning to buying $3, $4, $5 lattes. And I think where coffee shops like Solid and Third Wave coffee shops were able to push that envelope for specialty coffee and source and serve a higher quality product and be able to talk about it well.
Okay. And are you from the area?
Yes, I actually live in Artesia and grew up in Artesia, Cerritos area.
Okay. And then, so being someone who was born and raised here, are you hoping that your business is melding well with the community? Is that something, well, obviously that's something you had in mind. Are you seeing that kind of happen with your store?
Yeah, we done almost no marketing, and I am a Cerritos Artesia resident, and so we wanted to have Solid be anchored somewhere nearby. I can be here regularly. I've invested in the community. The community has shown up in large numbers, and we've been blessed to be busy pretty much every day since we've opened. And thank goodness for Yelp and Instagram, and social media has been gracious to us. So yeah, I believe the city has found a great spot. We've been very fortunate to be in this space that it's not super huge, but it's not tiny, but we have ample parking, semi-convenient, a little bit hidden, but for the most part convenient.
Yeah, you need very close to the school as well, right?
And then there's not a lot of specialty coffee in this surrounding area. I think the closest specialty coffee shop, at least roastery, is 10 miles away, 15 miles away.
Yeah, that's pretty far.
And so within our 3 to 5 mile radius, there's really no place like Solid. And so it gives us an opportunity to pioneer the way in specialty coffee, at least in this area.
Right. And so what did you start off before owning this business? What was your what were the jobs that you had before becoming a business owner?
I feel like I've always been a business owner. I have several other companies that I run, from commercial printing to technology to production to apparel, different companies. But something about a coffee shop, but more than just a coffee shop, having a fundraising platform as part of it has been real exciting. And so it's not bad to be able to get free coffee every day.
Yeah. How has that affected how you manage your employees? Since you work with so many kind of multi-level businesses, how does that affect how you converse and convey with your employees here at the shop, since it kind of feels more homely? How do you feel that affects it?
Yeah, because I'm running around and I've got a lot of things going on, I have to put a lot of faith and trust in the team, and I like to give a lot of rope and deploy responsibility as opposed to just tasks. And so I try to empower the team to be able to make decisions and be able to support each other. And part of it is being able to hire and employ good staff, and we focus on people and their character. And part of my mantra for the many years has been, I look to hire people. I hire attitude over aptitude. It's easier to train someone to do a task, but it's much more difficult to train someone to develop a more positive attitude or whatnot. Right. So almost everyone except some of our lead baristas and our lead shift managers usually don't have a ton, if not any, experience in the coffee world, but they are genuinely great human beings. And so being able to train them from scratch and for them to learn about coffee, about whether it's roasting or pulling shots behind the bar or whatnot, that's been exciting for us to walk with people and grow. It's obviously a greater investment, but we feel like that's part of our DNA, is to really walk with people and educate them as well.
Okay, and then going back to integrating with the community, did you set out to like attract like college age people, or did you kind of want an all welcome, like kind of family environment with the shop?
I don't think it was as prescriptive. We weren't trying to be specific on who we hired.
I meant in the vibe of the store when it comes back to integrating and bringing people in.
Oh, again, we didn't target specific people. I think maybe the space lends itself to the certain type of person that comes in and wants to camp out, and we wanted to offer all the amenities we could. So free Wi-Fi, decent music, ample seating, nice ambiance. So we see students to professionals working in the shop to people just meeting and hanging out. And so we do have a very diverse group of people that we bring in. So.
Okay, and then it's more of a relaxed question. What's your favorite type of coffee here at the shop, or in general? Just what's your favorite type of coffee?
My favorite coffee, sadly, is just our batch brew. We have a really good batch brew. Okay. But normally I drink a lot of cold brew. I love our cold brew. It's one of the best around, in my opinion. I'm usually not too much of a milk drinker, but I do enjoy a really good cappuccino every now and then.
Okay, cool. And then what's a favorite you've noticed among customers?
I would say our top seller and favorite has been our vanilla bean latte. We make all of our syrups in-house from scratch. And so part of serving things with excellence, we've really spent the time to develop our own syrups, our own ganaches. So almost everything is made from scratch. We don't have any syrups with preservative in there. Everything is either organic or natural, and for sure homemade. And so our vanilla bean latte is very, very smooth, and it's a perfect blend of vanilla and coffee.
All right, that looks just to be about it. Thank you very much for your time. I really appreciate it.
Thanks.
Thank you very much.